class for 10th standard. So the lesson name is circles. Today we will continue the sums from your textbook. See the first question. Prove that the angle between the two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle is supplementary to the angle subtended by the line segment joining the points of contact at the center. Can you understand anything? So first of all, what you should do? Read this one. Tangents drawn from an external point to a circle. That you know. What is tangents drawn from an external point to a circle? First of all, you should draw one circle. First of all, draw one circle. Take its center O. And they are saying about one external point. So take one point outside this circle. Now, which are the tangents drawn from an external point? So from this external point, you should draw two tangents. So you will get the shape like this. So what is that? First of all, you should draw one circle with the center O. P is an external point. Tangents drawn from an external point. So from this external point, you should draw two tangents. Now again continue the question. Now we see. So the point of 2, you will get 2 points of contact. One is A and another is B. Now the points of contact you should join to the center. When you join the points of contact to the center, what you will get? OA and OB. You should join OA and OB. Now we see, here they given angle between the two tangents. So which is the angle between the two tangents? That is angle APB. So which is the angle between two tangents? That is angle APB. That is supplementary. Supplementary, when you can say two angles are supplementary, if its sum is 180 degree, then we can say the two angles are supplementary. So first of all, read again. The angle between two tangents means what is that? Angle APB is supplementary to which angle? To the angle subtended by the line segment joining the points of contact at the center. Points of contact, when you joining with the center, you will get two line segments. Which are they? OA and OB. So which is the angle formed on this line segment? That is angle AOB. Again you see, first of all they are saying about two tangents drawn from an external point. So the two tangents name is AP and PB. And here they are saying about angle between two tangents. So which is that angle? Angle APB. Now again continue this question. Angle subtended by the line segment joining the points of contact at the center. Points of contact, when you join it with the center, you will get two line segments. Which are they? OA and OB. So which is the angle formed on these two line segments? That is angle AOB. So which is the angle formed on this line segments? AOB. Now we are getting two angles, angle APB and AOB. What do you want to prove? You want to prove these two angles are supplementary. You want to prove these two angles are supplementary. When you can say these two angles are supplementary, if its sum is 180 degree. So we are getting two angles. We want to prove they are supplementary. That means what? The two angles sum should be 180 degree. The given diagram, and you have studied radius is perpendicular to the tangent, isn't it? AP is a tangent. Its point of contact is A. So here OA is the radius drawn through this point of contact. So what you can say, radius is perpendicular to tangent. So here the angle formed is 90 degree. Similarly, BP is a tangent. Its point of contact is B. So which is the radius drawing through this point of contact, that is OB. So what you can say, radius is perpendicular to tangent. So angle OBP is 90 degree. Now we see this angle is 90 degree, here also forming 90 degree. And you know this is in the shape of a quadrilateral, isn't it? APBO is a quadrilateral. And you have studied sum of 4 angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. Isn't it? See here, given one quadrilateral, so sum of its 4 angles is 360 degree. So which are the 4 angles? The 4 angles are angle AOB plus angle OAP plus angle APB, last one angle PBO equal to 360 degree. So when you see the quadrilateral, sum of 4 angles is 360 degree. So which are the 4 angles? Angle AOB. Next one, angle OBP. Third one, BPA. Last one, angle OAP. So sum of these 4 angles is 360 degree. Now we see, you know these 2 angles are 90 degree. So substitute the values. Here you see, angle OAP is 90 degree. You know angle OAP is 90 degree. So instead of writing angle OAP, you can give the value. What is that? 90 degree plus angle APB see the last angle is angle PBO, and you know that angle value is 90 degrees. So substitute the value. So what you will get? Angle AOB plus 90 degree plus angle APB plus 90 degree equal to 360 degree. And you know 90 plus 90 is 180 degree. So angle AOB plus angle APB 180 degree equal to 360 degree. So we can say angle AOB plus angle APB equal to 360 degree minus 180 degree. How you will get 180 degree when you shift into the right side? You will get 360 minus 180. So what you will get? Again you will get 180 degree. The 2 angles sum is 180 degree. So we have proved that statement. So again you see, this is the angle formed at the center. Angle AOB is the angle formed at the center. Angle APB is the angle formed between 2 tangents. So its sum is 180 degree. That means what? These 2 angles are supplementary. Only we are using the theorem radius is perpendicular to tangent, and you know sum of 4 angles is 360 degree. By using these 2 concepts, you can prove these 2 angles are supplementary. Now you see the next question. A triangle ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle of radius 4 cm. What is that means? There is one circle. Its radius is 4 cm. So first of all you should draw one circle. Its radius, O is the center, so OD is the radius. Radius is 4 cm. By covering this circle, they are drawing one triangle. So there is one triangle. The triangle name is ABC. This triangle is covering one circle. And here such that the segments BD and BC. Here you can see BC is the side of this triangle, isn't it? For this triangle ABC, there are three sides. One of its side is BC. BC is dividing into two parts, isn't it? The two parts are BD and CD. Again you see, BC is one of its side. This side is dividing into two parts. One is BD and DC. And they given these two measurements. BD is 8 cm and CD is 6 cm. The two segments length they given. One is 8 cm and another is 6 cm. So what is the length of its side? Length of this side is sum of these two segments, isn't it? BC how you will get? By dividing these two segments you will get BD and CD. Each segment's measurement also they given. So what is the length of BC? BC is 8 plus 6. Write the measurement of BC, that is 8 plus 6, that is 40 centimeter. So one of its side we can find the measurement of BC is 40 centimeter. Now we see what you want to find. You want to find the sides AB and AC. You want to find the sides AB and AC. Now how you will find? Now we see from this figure you are getting 3 points on the circle, isn't it? See here the 3 points which is touching this circle. See here F, D, E are 3 points on the circle which is touching the triangle also, isn't it? So take these 2 points as F and E. These 3 points are touching this circle. Now we can join OF, OA, OC, OB, OE. So each points we can join with the center. Now we see OF is the radius of the circle, isn't it? OF is the radius of the circle and AC is a tangent of the circle. See here AC is the tangent of the circle. What is the point of contact of the tangent? That is F. So through the point of contact we are drawing one radius. What is that? OF. So AC is the tangent. F is the point of contact. So through F we are drawing one radius. So what you can say? Tangent is perpendicular to radius. Similarly you see AB is the tangent. Point of contact is E. So through E we are drawing one radius. So what you can say? Radius is perpendicular to tangent. So this angle is 90 degree. Again you see BC is the tangent. Its point of contact is D. And from D we are drawing one radius. So radius is perpendicular to tangent. So here also angle is forming 90 degree. And now we see B is an external point of the circle. B is an external point of the circle. So from B we are drawing two tangents. Again you see B is an external point of the circle. From this external point we are drawing two tangents. And how study? Length of tangents are equal. So BD is 8 cm. So what about EB? EB is also 8 cm. Next you see C is the external point of the circle. What is the reason? C is outside the circle. From C we are drawing two tangents. Which are they? CD and CF. So you have studied one theorem, length of tangents are equal. So CD is 6 centimeter. So what is CF? CF also 6 centimeter. Now we see A is an external point of the circle. From A we are drawing two tangents. So length of tangents are equal. AF equal to AE. But we don't know the measurements of these two tangents. So we are taking the tangent as x. So AF is x. So AE also x. What is the reason? A is an external point of the circle. From A we are drawing two tangents. So its length are same. So measurements they didn't give means we can take it as x. Now we see AB. The side AB is the sum of AE and EB, isn't it? Side AB is the sum of AE and EB. So what is AB? AB is x plus 8. Now we see the side AC. Side AC is the sum of AF and FC. So AC you can write it as x plus 6. So we are getting three sides of the triangle. Which are they? BC is 14 centimeter. AB is x plus 8. AC is x plus 6. Now we see if you are finding the value of x, you can easily find the two sides AB and AC of this triangle. So how you will find the how you will find the value of x? So to find the value of x, we can use Heron's formula for this triangle. The triangle name is triangle ACB. AB we are taking it as x plus 8. AC is x plus 6 and BC is 14. When you are giving three sides of a triangle, how you will apply Heron's formula? First of all, you should find the semi-perimeter. How you will find the semi-perimeter? Semi-perimeter is the sum of three sides divided by 2. So how to find the semi-perimeter? First of all, take the sum of three sides. Then that sum you should divide it by 2. So what is the sum of three sides? That is x plus 6 plus x plus 8 plus 14 divided by 2. Now here you see what is x plus x? That is 2x plus what is 6 plus 8? 6 plus 8 is 14. 14 plus 14 is 28 divided by 2. Now we see each term in this numerator we can divide by 2. Each term in this numerator when you are dividing by 2, what you will get? 2x you should divide by 2. 28 you should divide by 2. 2 and 2 when you are cancelling, what is remaining? Only x is remaining. Now 28 and 2 when you are cancelling, what you will get? 2 ones are 2 14s are. So you will get the semi-perimeter x plus 14. So the semi-perimeter of this triangle is x plus 14. Now we see here we are getting three sides of the triangle. That is, first side we are giving name A, second side B, third side C. So A we are getting x plus 8, B x plus 6 and C 14. And we found the semi-perimeter x plus 14. Now what is the Heron's formula? Area of triangle ABC equal to square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. So what is the Heron's formula? square root of s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. Now what you should do? Substitute all the values in this formula. All these 4 values you should substitute in this formula. So what you will get? Instead of writing s, you should give x plus 14. See here, s is x plus 14. Next you see s minus a. What is that? X plus 14 minus of x plus 8. Here a is x plus 8. So instead of writing a, what you should give? X plus 8. See the next step, s minus b. So that is x plus 14 minus of x plus 6. Now what is s minus c? X plus 14 minus 14. And here you see 14 minus 14. What is that? 0. Isn't it? So 14 and minus 14 you can cancel. Now again you see, we will continue this one. See here, again when you are continuing, what you will get? Square root of x plus 14 into. Now you open this bracket. How you will do? Minus, you should multiply with each term. So what you will get? Minus of x is minus x. Minus of 8 is minus 8. Now we see the next one. When you are opening this bracket, minus you should multiply with each term. So what you will get? Minus of x is minus x. Minus of plus 6 is minus 6. And here what is remaining in this term? Only x is remaining. So what you are doing? Opening this bracket, you will get minus x minus 8. Here you will get minus x minus 6. In this term only remaining x. Now when you simplify this one, what is 14 minus 8? 14 minus 8 is 6. Isn't it? See here. The first term in this one is x plus 14. See the second term. X plus 14 minus x minus 8. And you know x minus x is 0. Isn't it? X minus x is 0. So you can cancel x and minus x. So what is remaining now? 14 minus 8. That is 6. See the next term. X plus 14 minus x minus 6. X and minus x. What is that? 0. So you can cancel x and minus x. Now what is remaining? 14 minus 6. That is 8. See the last term is x. And you know 6 8s are 48. And rearranging this one. Change the order of the term. So what you will get? 48 into x into x plus 14. So when you are changing the order, what you will get? 6 8s are 48. So 48 into x plus 14. Now when you are factorizing 48, what you will get? When you are factorizing 48, you will get so 48, how you can write? 48 is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. So what is the square root of 48? From each pair of 2, if you are taking 1, what is that? Square root of 48 is 2 multiplied by 2. You can see the number 3 is not coming in a pair. So that will be in this square root. So what you will get? 2 2s are 4. Square root of 48 is 4 root 3. What is square root of 48? Square root of 48, you will get 4 square root of 3. We are getting square root of 48x into x plus 14. Now we split the square root, you will get square root of 48 into square root of x into x plus 14. Square root of 48 is 4 square root of 3 into square root of x into x plus 14. So numbers which are giving in this square root we can write together. So what you will get? 4 into square root of 3x into x plus 14. Otherwise, if you are writing this much only, then also it is correct. The area of triangle ABC you are getting. Area of triangle ABC you will get 4 square root of 3x into x plus 14. So now you are getting the area of triangle ABC by Heron's formula. Same triangle when you see, you will get this triangle is the combination of 3 triangles. Isn't it? See this figure? Triangle ABC is the combination of 3 triangles. See here? One is triangle AOC. Another triangle is BOC. Third triangle is AOB. Isn't it? See here, triangle ABC is the combination of 3 triangles. One is triangle AOC, another is triangle COB, another triangle is AOB. So we can say area of triangle ABC is the combination of 3 triangles. So how you can find the area of triangle ABC? First of all, you should find the area of each triangle. Then take the sum of that 3 triangles. From this given figure, you can see triangle ABC is the combination of 3 triangles. So for each triangle, you should find the area. So when you are adding the 3 triangles, you will get the area of triangle ABC. Isn't it? So first of all, you should consider triangle AOB. Consider triangle AO. This is center O. AOB. And you have studied area of a triangle is half into base into height. You see, this is the perpendicular line. This is the radius of the circle. Radius of the circle they are given. What is that? 4 centimeter. So what is the measurement of OE? That is 4 centimeter. And what is the measurement of AB? That is x plus 8. Now we see, when I consider triangle AOB, consider triangle AOB. Which is the altitude or height of this triangle? Height of this triangle is OE. That they are given 4 centimeter. What is the base of the triangle? AB. That is x plus 8. So when you are applying the formula, what you will get? Half into base into, it is the base, x plus 8 into height, which is the height 4 centimeter. Again you see, when you are applying the formula, half into base into height, base is x plus 8, height is 4. So when you are substituting these two values, you will get half into x plus 8 into 4. 2 and 4 you can cancel. 2 ones are, 2 twos are. So what is remaining? 2 into x plus 8. So area of triangle AOB is 2 into x plus 8. Now we have considered the second triangle. Triangle OCB. Triangle OCB. When you consider this triangle, which is the height? Height is OD. That is the radius of the circle, 4 centimeter. Base is BC. They are given, that is 14 centimeter. So when you are applying the formula, half into base into height. What is the area of triangle OCB? Half into base is 14 centimeter. 14 into height is 4 centimeter. 2 and 4 when you cancel, you will get 14 twos are 28 centimeter square. Now there is one third triangle, which is that the third triangle is triangle AOC. So when you consider triangle AOC, when you are applying the formula, area of triangle is half into base into height. What is the height of this triangle? That is OF. So its measurement is 4 cm. Base of this triangle is AC. AC is x plus 6. So when you are applying this formula, you will get half into x plus 6 into height 4 cm. 2 and 4 you can cancel. Now what you will get? 2 into x plus 6. So you will get the area of each triangle. We are considering triangle ABC, and here you are getting triangle ABC is the combination of 3 triangles. So what is the area of triangle ABC? That is the sum of that 3 areas. So what is the 3 areas you are getting? One is 2 into x plus 8, another is 28, the third one is 2 into x plus 6. Now open this bracket, 2 into x plus 8. How you will multiply the number? 2 you should multiply with the each term. So what you will get? 2 multiplied by x is 2x. 2x are 16. So when you are opening this bracket, what you will get? 2x plus 16 plus 28 plus 2 into x plus 6. So 2 you should multiply with each term. So what you will get? 2 multiplied by x is 2x. 2 multiplied by 6 is 12. Now when you are adding these two variables, what you will get? 2x plus 2x. 2x plus 2x is, now we see, you know triangle ABC, how you will get? That is the combination of 3 triangles. So area of that triangle also the sum of the 3 areas of that 3 triangles. So what you will get? 2x plus 16 plus 28 plus 2x plus 12. 2x plus 2x is 4x. 16 plus 28 plus 12, that is 56. So before that already we found the area of triangle ABC by Heron's formula. What is that? 4 into square root of 3x into x plus 14. Now by seeing the given figure, we are finding the area of triangle, that is 4x plus 56. So both are same, isn't it? By Heron's formula, and like this also we are finding the area of same triangle, isn't it? Both are the area of same triangle. That means what? Both are same. Both are area of triangle ABC. So they are same. So what you can say? 4x plus 56 is equal to 4 into square root of 3x into x plus 14. Why these two are equal? Because both are area of triangle ABC. So they are same. So we can equate these two. Equating these two, what you will get? 4x plus 56 equal to 4 into square root of 3x into x plus 14. Now you see, we want to cancel this square root. So how to cancel this square root? We should square on both sides. What you should do? You should take square on both sides. So what you will get? 4x plus 56 square. When I take in the square on left hand side, what you will get? 4x plus 56 square equal to 4 square is 16. What is square of this square root? So square and square root will cancel each other, isn't it? When you take in the square root, when you take in the square of this square root, what you will get? Square and square root will cancel. Now what is remaining? 3x into x plus 14. See here, when you take in the square of a square root, what you will get? Square and square root you can cancel. Now what is remaining? 2. Same like that. In the square of this square root, what you will get? Square and square root you should cancel. So what is remaining? 3x into x plus 14. Now again when you are rearranging, 16 3s are 48. 48x into x plus 14. The form of this is in the form of a plus b whole square, isn't it? This is in the form of a plus b whole square. So when you are applying the identity, what you will get? A plus b whole square equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So you should apply this identity. Continue here. 4x plus 56 whole square is in the form of a plus b whole square. So when you are applying the identity, what you will get? Here a is 4x. So a square is 4x square plus 2ab, that is 2 into 4x into 56 plus b square. Here b is 56. So 56 square equal to. Now what is the answer in the right hand side? 48x into x plus 14. Now you should square this number. So what you will get? 16x square plus 2 4s are 8. 8 when you multiply with the 56. What you will get? 448x plus what is 56 square? 3136. Now then say when you are opening this bracket, you will get 48x into 48x. You should multiply with each term in this bracket. So what you will get? 48x into x is 48x square. X into x is x square. 48x square plus 48x into 14. 48x into 14. First of all, you should find what is 48 multiplied by 14. 72x. Now, you should solve the two equation and find the value of x. So, still more is there to find the value of x. So, that and all I will do in next class. Okay. Till then, thank you, children.